let's explore some of the out commandlets that exist with Windows PowerShell. I like these commandlets because it gives me the ability to take the information that PowerShell has and put it in other locations, such as a file. You'll notice that I have only 2 of them marked in bold, that being out file, which is going to take the output of the screen and save it to whatever file location you specify, and out-grid view, which is going to take the output of your screen and actually put it into an interactive table, which gives you a pseudo GUI interface that you can work with. There's an out host, which I'm going to strongly discourage that you use in Windows PowerShell scripts. There are other commandlets that are better suited than using out host. There's also out null, which is going to take all of the content and delete it. Out printer, if you wish to send your content from Windows PowerShell to a printer. And out string, which will convert the output to a string. Let's go ahead and let's explore these different out commandlets in a demonstration. For this demonstration, we are going to open up PowerShell on our domain controller. The first command I want to run is git-process. You will see that it's returning all of the processes currently running on my computer. Maybe I need to provide that to someone else. So instead of copying and pasting this, let's out this to a file and save it under the file path c:\posh processes.txt. I can now take that file and email it to whoever I need to. But let's make sure that it actually has content. We are going to run git-content and specify the file path where we saved it. And you will see it looks like I just ran git-process, but I didn't. And in fact, the information that is in this file is just a snapshot of the processes that were running and the utilization that they were using at the time I executed git process. Maybe I want to do some additional filtering on the processes to see exactly what is running. So we are going to make a pseudo GUI application with 2 PowerShell commands. We can run git-process and then pipe that to the commandlet out-grid view. I like this one quite a bit because now I have a GUI-based application that I can filter and add different criteria to see different information. So in the filter, let's just search for PowerShell, and we can see that we have 1 PowerShell process currently running. We don't need to do much more in that GUI application, so we're just going to close it out. The next thing is if I want to do a git process and pipe this to an out string. This one will look exactly the same as it does when you run just git process. However, it has changed. Now if I pipe this to a git member, you will see that this is of type system.string, and all of the methods that existed and properties that existed on those objects are now gone, and they've changed to what you can do to strings. So if I take a git process and pipe that alone to a git member, it is a completely different process object. It is of system.diagnostics.process. And then finally, we can take git-process and pipe it to out-printer. Now, I don't have a printer hooked up on this, but if I were to run this, it will take the output of git-process and pipe it to the out-printer commandlet, and the piece of paper that is printed will look very similar to the output that is displayed on the screen had I not piped the output initially.